pardon me, I think she's from France or something. Pardon me, but is Jamez in? And my coworker Liz is all, Jamez? There's no Jamez here. And my patient is all, Jamez Cook. And finally my coworker Liz is all, oh, you mean James Cook? No, ma'am, he's not here today. He'll be in tomorrow. And she goes, grazie, and she goes to walk away. But before she leaves, my coworker Liz is all, you know, ma'am, James can be a little freaky, but he's not a kook. Oh, thank you very much. So coming here, working with my brother Max, he has his own electric company called Current Electric. At Current Electric, our bills won't shock you. Thank you very much. I just want you to know. Let's start right there, okay? And so, being my older brother, you know, a lot of times he gets a little frustrated with me. You know, I'm just not as skilled or you know, that, you know, logical thinking as he is when it comes to all these things. So, I get a lot of timeouts, you know, so he sends me to the van for a timeout. So, one day I'm out there, and I'm like, well, I want to score some brownie points with him. So, I decide to put top and bottom on all the blank plates. I separate all the nuts and the bolts, and I put left and right on all the washers. Well, he comes back minutes later. He's like, well, gee, thanks, Jimmy, but I don't know how many times I have to tell you, it's not left and right, it's front and back on all the washers. So, another scenario with him was one time we were at Menards, and we got some new walkie-talkies, you know, and I'm Blackhawk, he's ready to go, you know, wherever that means, so, you know, that's our code thing. So, he's like, well, we got to test them. So, we're going to go out to New Underwood, and I want you to go out in the field and just go out as far as you can until we lose contact, until we can't reach each other anymore. And I'm like, well, okay, Max, but you got to promise to come back and get me this time, okay? And, you know, I understand how life could be, you know, it's a lot more laid back and simpler out here, you know, than compared to California. So picture one day, we were up at that little town in the hills. I don't know if you've ever heard of Hill City. Yeah, that's in the hills there. And there's a nice restaurant there called The Alpine. And we were there working for Wally, the owner. And so we're out there, and we're fixing a little outlet, and all of a sudden her daughter, Moni, comes running down. She goes, opens the door, and she goes to the little mailbox, and she opens it, and she looks in, and nothing, and she shuts it, and she goes back up. And Max and I are like, all right, whatever. You know, so about 10 minutes later, here she comes again. This time, she opens it up, and she's like, and she goes back upstairs, and Max and I are like, whatever. So about 15 minutes later, here she comes again. She comes out, she opens up the mailbox, and she's like, ugh. And Max and I are like, whoa, hey, Moni, what's wrong? And she's like, oh, my stupid computer keeps saying, you've got mail. Yeah, a little so, you like that? Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I'm here to groan, moan, and own, okay? So, another scenario being out here, you know, visiting with my sister and all. So, I was there for her little grandson and her little grandson's birthday party. He was 6, and his sister, Nikolai is 6, and Satina is 7. And so I'm there, we're visiting, it's his birthday, and all, and so we're celebrating happy birthday, and I told him, Nikolai, you know, Nikolai, 6 is great, but you gotta watch out for 7. And he turns to me, well, why, Uncle? I said, it's 7, 8, 9. So later on that same evening, we're there, we're celebrating. And a little story on the news about Trump and Russia comes on. And so, near the end of the story, the narrator guy's all, and so the big fear is this could lead to another Cold War. And so my little nephew turns to me and says, Uncle, what's a Cold War? And before I could even say anything, my little niece goes, oh, Nikolai, that's any war fought in the winter time. Thank you very much. And some of the other audiences, I didn't realize how much of an accent I had up here from California. So we were at the Golden Corral, and we were there for a prime rib, and I'd go to get a piece of prime, and every time I'd go to ask for more on juice, the lady would say, oh, God bless you. You know, so then I'd walk across the street to Wally World and ask her, well, where are the cashews? And the guy would say, oh, kazoo type. You know, another scenario about here, it was about, 10 degrees out, and I was going to the gym the other morning, and I stopped at the Dunn's Brothers Coffee to get some coffee, asked the barista for a cup of coffee, she brought me a cup of ice, and I'm like, well, a cup of ice, and she goes, yeah, you look really hot. And so another trade scenario. So you got a little idea about how my family is. So one thing about my family, so my mom has two sisters left, and they're both really great people. They're my great aunts. I call them great aunts, but they both are a little quirky. My one aunt, Auntie Costa, the 40 years, she has that celiac disease, so she can't eat meat. Right? And then my other aunt, my Auntie Depressa, the 40 years, now she really takes a case. So picture one day, my mom and I are at home, and the phone rings, and my mom gets a scored look on her face, and all of a sudden she slams the phone down, and I'm like, Mom, what's wrong? She's like, oh, it's your Auntie Depressa again, and she's threatening to jump. So my mom and I go grab a net from the backyard. We start driving all over town looking for her. We finally find a crowd of people and yelling, jump, jump, jump. And so we know that was her. So we get to her and we're like, what the hell's wrong this time? You know, and your nephew and I have been running all over town with the net trying to find you. First thing she says is, who's the net? Thank you very much. So, all right, party real quick here. Thank you very much, everybody. So, that nonetheless pretty much covers my little humorous aspect. Now, just to let everybody know that I really do care about South Dakota and Rapid City, I even wrote a poem that I want to share with everybody. All right? There once were first travelers set forth from back east. They traveled up mountains, down valleys, through rivers and trees. They crossed the great plains till then all could see a creek that ran rapid, ran wild, ran slow. Someone then shouted, hey, let's settle here, he said with a cheer. This creek beareth gold, our fortunes lie here. And so was established this great place to be, this place near a creek, running wild, running free, this place we now call Rapid City. Clapping, everybody, clapping. So now I need a volunteer from the audience. Okay, somebody wearing, willing, daring. How about you, young lady in the front? Oh, please, you look like you like fun. Okay, somebody? Come on, D, where's D? D? No D? Marcia? Marcia, come on in.
Okay,
I know you can film while we do this. Okay.
All right.
Everybody, yay! Give Marcia a hand. Yay!
You lose your breath. Nothing here she could have.
Okay.
Hi, Marcia. What is your name again?
My name is Marcia Cook.
And who are you again?
I'm your mother.
Thank you.
But I don't tell too many people. We
Right,
keep it a secret.
What you're gonna have to do? I just need you to sit down here. Now, this is. Does anybody know about charades? Have y'all ever played charades? By show of hands, have y'all? Okay. So we all know how to play charades. So this is kind of like charades, but the big mystery about this is it's a truth revealer. So ultimately, at the end, you end up revealing a little truth about yourself that you don't always share with people. Okay. So it's kind of like Dr. Phil. So have a seat, Marcia. Okay. Do you think, would you be willing, sir, kind sir from the audience, to hold this? Kind sir from the audience? Kind sir from the audience, would you be willing to? Thank you. There you go.
Is it on?
Yes, it is. Now smile. Now smile. Thank you.
Oh, I think did I turn it off?
No.
Oh, no, you're good. So remember, Marcia, fake knives, so fake pain, fake blood, fake cut, okay?
Okay.
All right. So I'm going to kind of coach you guys. I just want you to follow my lead, everybody.
Really?
Okay?
Say, sir.
All right.
You have to now turn it that way. Well, you got it right now. He was recording himself.
Oh, okay. It's not about you, sir. No offense, but it's
Now
not
he's
about
got
you.
it right.
Okay, very good. Not about you. So, where's my little sign? Okay, Marcia, if you'd be so kind, just to hold this out so everybody else can see. Can everybody basically see the sign? Okay, nobody, don't say anything. All right, so in charades, how do we do? First word, one letter, right? Is that how you go? Is that right? Am I right, everybody? So one more time. First word, one letter. Okay, and the clue is yourself.
Me.
No, wrong. One letter, Mom. Hello.
I.
Okay, yay! Everybody, right? Yay! Okay, right. Clap your hand. All right, everybody. Second word. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 letters. Okay. Second word, 6 letters, and the clue is forever.
Always.
Yay! Everybody, give her a big hand. She's getting there. Right? You're not so old and senile. Okay. Third word, everybody. Third word. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 letters. And the clue is to not play fair.
Cheat.
Yay! Okay. All right. Okay. Where we at? 1, 2, 3. Fourth word. 2 letters. Where are you? Where you are B? Where are you B?
Here.
Oh.
3, 2.
Minus 2 letters. Okay, yay! Okay, so now, Marcia, what I want you to do is you're going to stand up, you're going to take off your blindfold, you're going to shout out to the road, "Hi, I'm Marcia Cook," and you're going to turn the sign over and you're going to reveal your truth. Okay, so stand up.
Okay.
I want you to reveal to the world who you are.
It's
What? No, say, "Hi, everybody, I'm Marcia Cook."
and I always cheat at bingo.
Yay! Thank you very much. All right. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for your attention. Thank you for your appreciation. Thank you. Thank you very much. Sir. All right. Thank you very much. Thank you, Bill. Thank you, Jim. Thank you, Chuck. Thank you, Marianne. Thank you, Tim. Thank you very much. All right, you guys. And Jean. You too. Thanks, everybody. All right.
It's good. I hope you got it all.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
All right. Yes.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. How did I do?
Okay, I think the
Yeah.
introduction you should show. My name is, I am from,
This is only my second time.
yeah, I know,
Yeah.
I just thought maybe you're looking for some.
I was struggling a little bit. Yeah.
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 I'm just here, I need to look into it. There was a set of keys that you ended up with that belonged to the,
Marianne.
Yeah.
Right.
How did that happen? Why did you keep them so long?
Oh, all right. So I came here that morning. I saw this morning. I saw Marianne.
You gotta slow her down a little bit.
I came here that morning. I was all this morning. I was telling Marianne the whole situation. Well, I hugged her. Apparently, I grabbed her keys. I didn't know that. So I drove away. And then when I got home, the next day, I noticed the keys. I was like, who are these keys? And so it took us about 2 days to figure out, because I'd gone to the gym, and I didn't know,
You didn't know where you got them from?
exactly. So
Okay.
it took several days, and then we ended up calling the, I spoke with you, right? But then when I spoke and I asked you about it, yeah. So,
You didn't ask me about keys, I don't remember that.
oh yeah, no, I asked you if by chance somebody was missing some keys, and you said, you weren't sure, and I described how that, and that's, but yeah, so that was that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, they found the keys at the mall.
Okay, so what happened? No, not at the mall. My mother took the keys and went to Family Fair and turned them in after I had spoken to you guys earlier that day. So I went home that day,